safety of you and your family, there's nothing better than being prepared. Natural hazards cause more deaths per year that are unnecessary and just due to a lack of education. Today, my colleagues and I will be discussing the safety during tornadoes, lightning events, and snowstorms. First off, I'd like to start with talking about tornadoes. So tornadoes form from supercell thunderstorms and require three atmospheric conditions. The first being moisture in the atmosphere. The second is wind shear, which is a change in direction and an increase in speed of the wind. And the third is an updraft, which can be caused from surface heating, convergence of air, or even uplift from the mountains. So to begin, you would need faster moving air on the upper atmosphere and slower air in the lower atmosphere. This creates a horizontal rotation, and then an updraft comes in, shifting it long ways. So a vortex is created. This connects to the wall cloud, which creates normally a funnel cloud, which is the only visible portion of a tornado besides the debris flow at the bottom. And you can see in the image behind me. So in the case of a tornado, the best option is to seek shelter. A basement or the lowest level of your house is the safest place to be, particularly away from windows. If you're by yourself, normally a bathtub is a good place, but a lot of times you're with your family and it's not convenient to put your whole family in a bathtub. If you're outside, find a low-lying area and lie down curled up with your hands over your head. Try and avoid going under bridges or tunnels. This creates a wind vortex and can suck you out and into a tornado actually. If you're given enough time and conditions are favorable, it's safe to drive away from a tornado as long as you know where you're going, know where the tornado's at, and make sure you have enough time. That is the most important thing. Keep informed with social media though. The news, your friends on Facebook are going to be posting about where this tornado is, so they're your best resource. And always be informed. There's a difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning. So a tornado watch means that conditions are favorable for a tornado within your area, as a tornado warning means that one has been sighted nearby and you should seek shelter immediately. You should always be prepared. So create an emergency evacuation plan with those that you live with, your family, and your loved ones. This will create a faster exit route and can also lead to less stress during such traumatic experiences. You should also keep an emergency kit in your home. This will include things like canned food, water, a first aid kit, and a weather radio. So some fun facts about tornadoes is that most tornadoes last for about an hour and are around a mile wide, and they're the strongest winds in the world. They can exceed up to and past 300 miles per hour. April is the deadliest month for tornadoes. However, May and June is when tornadoes are more frequent to occur. Lightning is also a hazard to consider in terms of tornadoes. That's it.
Now switching over to a more local note on severe weather. When you think about the state we live in, we are mostly known for our outdoor activities such as hiking, biking, skiing, and snowboarding, just to name a few. But did you ever think about the fact that we are also known for something else? That something else is lightning fatalities. Did you know that lightning is the #1 weather-related killer in the state of Utah? It kills more than floods, blizzards, and avalanches annually, which are the other top killers in the state. It is also a fact that here in Utah, you are 4 times more likely to be struck by lightning in your lifetime. Your chance of being struck by lightning in the United States is 1 out of 12,000, compared to Utah, which is 1 in 3,000. To keep yourself and your family safe, follow these tips to keep yourself informed on what to do if you're ever caught in lightning or a severe thunderstorm. First, check your local weather forecast before you head outside, in the mountains especially, and make sure that there is no chance of rain, especially when dealing with flash flood warning hikes such as the Slot Canyons in southern Utah. Second, get someplace safe. Go indoors. The safest place to be is inside a building and far away from doors and windows. If you are stuck in the wilderness and have no access to indoor shelter, you can be safer in a forest or valley. In the forest, find a low thicket of small trees and get yourself under them. And be cautious of trees falling around you. In a valley, find a low spot to hide yourself in and make yourself as small and as close to the ground as possible. Also, be cautious of flash floods as you are in a susceptible area for them. It's most important to know that the facts and dangers about lightning that are often misconceived, like myth. If it's not raining or there aren't clouds overhead, you're safe from lightning. Fact. You can get struck by lightning even if you are 10 to 15 miles away from the storm. You can get struck even if it's perfectly sunny and clear where you are standing. Myth. Rubber tires on a car protect you from lightning by insulating you from the ground. Fact. Most cars are safer from lightning, but it is the metal roof and the metal sides that protect you, not the rubber tires. Remember, convertibles, motorcycles, bicycles, open-shelled outdoor recreational vehicles, and cars with fiberglass shells offer no protection from lightning. When lightning strikes in a vehicle, it goes through the metal frame and into the ground. Do not lean on doors during a thunderstorm. Myth. Lightning is just an electrical shock. Fact. Each bolt of lightning reaches approximately 50,000 degrees and can myth. If you are in a house, you are 100% safe from lightning. Fact. A house is a safe place to be during a thunderstorm as long as you avoid anything that conducts the electricity. This means staying off corded phones, electrical appliances, wires, TV cables, computers, plumbing, metal doors, and windows. Windows are hazardous for two reasons. Wind generated during a thunderstorm can blow objects into the window, breaking it and causing glass to shatter. And second, in older homes, in rare instances, lightning can come in through cracks in the sides of the windows. For more information like this, please check noaa.gov. Now,
Blizzards are a lot more common than you would think. Just like tornadoes and lightning storms, blizzards can snap power lines just as fast as any storm can. What are blizzards? Blizzards are a formation of moisture from clouds and a mixture of cold air below freezing point to make snow. Then the process of which the moist air is risen above the cold air and mixes with the moist air toward the pole. When both air mix, they rise to the clouds and blizzard snow forms and flows to the mountainside. Effects of blizzards are equally as dangerous as the blizzard itself. The most common effects of blizzards are hypothermia, frostbite, and power outages. Hypothermia is a condition to the body when the temperature drops less than 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Symptoms can include uncontrollable shivering, slow speech, memory lapses, frequent stumbling, drowsiness, and exhaustion. Hypothermia is not always fatal, but for those who do survive, are likely to suffer from kidney, liver, and pancreas problems. Frostbite is a reaction to cold exposure that can cause permanent harm to people who aren't fully prepared. Symptoms of frostbite include white or pale appearances in fingers, toes, nose, or earlobes. Power outages occurs when the wind from the blizzard knocks over the electric poles and snap power lines. Power outage can have a lasting effect and in some cases days without power or heat. Statistics: about 70% of winter deaths are related to ice and snow accidents in automobiles. About 41% are weather fatalities in the year 2014. About 27% in the 10-year average from 2005 to 2014 are winter fatalities. Blizzard snowstorms have winds with an excess of 35 miles per hour and a visibility of less than a fourth mile for more than 3 hours. In the United States, blizzards are common in the upper Midwest and the Great Plains, but occur in most areas of the country except for the Gulf Coast and the California coast. Blizzards can occur all over the world, even in the tropics where it is cold and on high altitude mountaintops. How to prepare. There are many ways to prepare for a winter storm that is coming your way, but it is crucial to keep your property as well as yourself safe. To prepare, make sure your home is properly insulated. If necessary, insulate walls and attics. Install storm windows or cover windows with plastic from the inside. Wrap pipes in insulation or layers of old newspaper to prevent pipes from freezing. Keep safe emergency heating equipment like fireplace with ample supply of wood, camp stove with fuel, and a portable space heater. Also keep updated on local storm issues and warnings in your area. Be aware of changing weather conditions, avoid unnecessary travel. I know Chick-fil-A sounds good, but in a blizzard it's not as good. Listen to warnings or notifications for emergencies information, keep the body hydrated, eat regularly, and conserve fuel for emergencies. If you must go out, dress warmly, watch for signs of hypothermia or frostbite, keep dry, walk carefully on snow and icy roads, sidewalks, and avoid doing heavy activities like shoveling heavy snow, pushing a car, or walking in deep snow as they may cause a heart attack. Always keep your phone charged with a backup charger. Keep your car gas tank full for emergency use. Always let someone know your destination, route, and when you expect to arrive. If you're stuck in a blizzard, stay inside your vehicle and do not leave unless help is visible within 100 yards. Display a trouble sign to indicate you need help, like hanging a brightly colored cloth. Occasionally run the engine to keep warm. Huddle together for warmth if there's more than one person in the car. Keep a window that is away from the blowing wind slightly open to let air in. Watch for signs of frostbite and hypothermia. Drink plenty of fluids to avoid dehydration. What to do after a blizzard has occurred. Avoid driving and other travel until conditions have improved. Avoid overexertion, meaning avoid heavy snow shoveling as they are the leading cause of deaths during winter. And follow forecast and be prepared when going outside, as winter storms often are followed by colder temperatures after the storm has cleared. And in conclusion, that is it for today. Everyone be safe and have a nice day.